discussion of fast to abundance. Today, we will be discussing how we can plan for our retirement and how to create a retirement corpus for a salaried individual so that we can grow our corpus to a such level so that we can earn our passive income. Today, we have a guest called Arvind Prasad who is already working in a good company and earning a decent amount of salary, and we will be discussing live with him how he can plan and how I can help to plan his journey towards creating a 5 crore retirement purpose. Right? So let's welcome him. Yeah. Hi, hello, Arvind. How are you?
Hi Ravi, thank you for welcoming me. Very, warm welcome. I can sense it, and it's really, very much energetic to be a part of a conversation where we're talking about the future and investment. So thank you for that.
Thank, thank you so much. Yes, Arvind. What's your question and what's the thing which is troubling you to plan for retirement?
Okay, so first of all, Ravi, let me introduce myself, and I think that's this introduction going to give you an idea about what
Yes,
background I'm coming from and what type of question, why this question is coming up from in my mind. And
yes,
definitely anyone who would be in a similar type of, age or in or in a working profile would definitely have a similar type of question. So this one I address to them also. So first of all, definitely my name is Arvind Prashad. I have a total 17 year experience and working in one of the good MNC company. And the questions which I have, on the future prospect, considering all the investment. And the one big area which always comes in mind is should I focus on tax saving or should I be thinking about wealth creation? Or these are interrelated, or there is no existence between these two. I should focus one at a one time and then work over it. So that's the way I thought about it. And first, let's put one of the question that for a salary person, how should he or she think about investment?
okay. So first, I would suggest you that you should
Mhm.
start with a small 500 rupees SIP also, and then gradually stack up to 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 50,000, as per the 30% allocation, which I always suggest to my clients, to all the people, that we should divide our salary into 30, 30, 30, 10 formula. 30% towards your investment, that is the number one thing, because we have to invest first and then we have to spend. अगर हम इन्वेस्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं और हम पहले स्पेंड कर रहे हैं, then we will always be in the trouble, because at the end of the month हमारे पास पैसा नहीं बचेगा. To be very honest, this is the case study of many individuals who feel कि नहीं हमारे को जरूरत नहीं है, वी विल इन्वेस्ट आफ्टर स्पेंडिंग. पहले हम अपनी नीड्स पूरी कर लेते हैं, हम अपनी वांट्स डिजायर्स पूरी कर लेते हैं, देन इन्वेस्टमेंट विल कम आफ्टर दैट. नो, that is very wrong strategy. First we need to invest 30% towards our investment, 30% towards our expenses, 30% towards our EMI, and 10% towards your personal happiness. That is also most important. If you are earning 100 rupees, if you are earning 1000 rupees, if you are earning 1 lakh rupees, 10 lakh rupees, if you are not able to save, or if you are not able to spend 10% on your personal happiness, then what is the use of earning it?
Very true. So Ravi, this formula says that on a start, when you get a salary, park your 30% for the investment. Now,
Yes,
where should I invest that money? Is mutual fund is only a source through which I should invest, or it should be diversified?
it should be diversified. It should be mutual funds. It should be stocks with the help of a professional who can guide you, understand your risk profile. And after understanding your risk profile, he should be able to tell you that, okay, this is your goals and this is your risk profile. This is a risk appetite. According to this, invest in these stocks and just sit and relax and get some 10, 15, 20% return, and let the compounding happen. And once you get sufficient amount of returns, then you can sell it.
Okay. Let's put it this way, Ravi, for better example. Someone who is earning from 3 to 7 to 8 lakh rupees, I will keep one bucket for the person. Someone who is earning more than 8, 9 and goes 15 lakh rupees, let's keep a second bucket for them. And anyone who is earning more than this, let's keep a third bucket for him. Do you
Okay.
see a difference in these three buckets, or you want all three to go in a similar approach? When you talk about risk appetite, you talk about other factors. Should I consider investing 30, 30 and 30 and 10%, or there should be a difference in this three, earning people?
Let me ask you another question to for the answer of this.
Hmm.
If a person is earning 5 lakh rupees, 10 lakh rupees, 15 lakh rupees, or 30 lakh rupees, his appetite will be different, or more or less will be the same. If he is eating three chapatis or two chapatis or four chapatis, more or less he will be eating three chapatis, whatever the salary. whatever
Hmm.
were the earning. Even a billionaire like Mukesh Ambani or Gautam Adani,
Hmm.
he will be also eating only two chapatis maximum,
Hmm.
right? So that's also the case for investment also.
Okay. So how you wanna figure out the risk appetite? Like definitely the three bucket which I talk about it. And what should be the first thought process? It should be investing or trying to, get I would say medical insurance, term insurance first, and then start thinking about investment. That should be considered first, or he should, parallelly start investing in the market. Because the
So
premiums are
yes,
quite high. If I talk about right now getting a medical insurance and or a term insurance, the premium is
yeah,
quite high.
yes, yes. So first we need to build an emergency corpus.
Hmm.
After building a 3 month to 4 month emergency corpus, then we need to take a term insurance. Then we need to. I have developed a two-step retirement planning process. If we are able to follow this two step, then our life will be totally sorted. And
Okay.
that two steps consist of insurance and
Hmm.
investment.
Okay.
If we take the insurance, in the insurance, we have to cover the term insurance and the health insurance, and the investment, SIPs, mutual fund, and the direct stock market. So
Okay.
if we are able to follow these four steps, our life will be sorted. Term
Wow. Very
insurance you
simple.
have to take only once,
Hmm.
and then it will be perpetual. Like annually you have to pay the return, or monthly, or the half yearly, depending upon your frequency of your choice.
Hmm.
Same ways, health insurance you have to take once, and then annually you have to pay the premium. I would suggest take an annually premium and deposit the monthly installment in an FD or a SIP, so that you don't feel burdened at the end of the year that कि एक साथ हमारे को सारा पैसा देना पड़ेगा. No. So suppose you have a 30,000 for the health insurance and 25,000 for the term insurance, comes to 55,000. So
Hmm.
make a 5,000 RD or
Hmm.
a FD, and just deposit that 5,000 every month to the bank.
What a simple hack.
Right?
Yes.
Yes. So that in the end you will not be feeling burdened while
Hmm.
paying the premium for the insurance.
Makes
Right?
sense. Makes sense. Yeah, definitely. It's not a yearly, premium which you should think about it. हर महीने
Yes.
कुछ ना कुछ निकालो ताकि उसको एक market के हिसाब से interest निकाल के then you can able to invest that money also
Yes.
in
Yes.
the premium payment. So very good thought process on this. So,
Yes.
but one more thing, most of the team which I have seen, even I used to do the same thing. Whenever the year ends comes, we receive an email from HR and then we start thinking about tax. So how that needs to tackle? And should we think more on tax or should we think more into wealth factor? How you
Af-
suggest a salary person to think about it and tackle this?
yes. After the new tax slab changes, which has been just recently introduced during the budget, now we should focus more towards spending, because salary till 12 lakh 75,000 is nil. So the tax is nil for the salary of 12 lakh 75,000. So if anyone is earning till 12.75, he don't have to pay any taxes. Even if someone is earning 15 lakh, 16 lakh, 18 lakh, so government is encouraging you to spend more and move to the new tax slab regime, right? And people who are still having the old tax slab regime, then there is a limit of 1.5 lakh, and I would suggest then invest in ELSS funds. They are the best fund to capture the market. They have the, through which we can save the tax also, and through which we can play the market game also, where 1.5 lakh is the ceiling. So 12,500 should be maxed out on the ELSS for the monthly SIP. Start from April itself. Right now we are in just the starting of the next financial year. We should be starting to work from day one itself, not to be in the month of December or January. No, that's very wrong strategy.
But, sometimes, I understand that. And being a salaried person, one question always comes to me. And the question is mostly into, ELSS definitely is a good return altogether. A risk is also shared. And when I see PPF, NPS, not NPS, but PPF, 5 years security, I understand the interest rate is very less, but that's a tax free. Okay, and at the time when I gonna withdraw, suppose I want to invest something good amount, I want to buy something which is a higher value. Withdrawing from ELS is gonna, take my good amount in tax. And
No, not
elsewhere, if I put
necessary.
into PPF,
No, no, no,
why
no,
you
no,
why you
no,
think that?
no, no, not necessary.
Mm-hmm.
You, whatever that gains will be, you
Mm-hmm.
will be taking out. You will be not be taking out all the gains at one go. So suppose
Mm-hmm.
you have accumulated a 50 lakh corpus.
So
Suppose,
yes, good
right?
amount, yeah. Mm-hmm.
50 lakh corpus.
Mm-hmm.
You will not be withdrawing all the 50 lakh corpus at one go.
Mm-hmm.
right? You have accumulated 1 crore corpus and you have
Mm-hmm.
invested 30 lakh.
30
So
lakh.
70
Okay.
lakh is your gain,
Okay.
right? And on the 70 lakh, you are just withdrawing, suppose 10 lakh rupees. Out of 10 lakh rupees, 3 lakh was the investment, 7 lakh rupees is the gain. So you will be taxed only on the 7 lakh rupees. So suppose you are not having any other income and you are just withdrawing the 7 lakh rupees, then you will be not taxed as per the current scenario, because your income is going below the 12.75 lakh threshold.
But what about someone who's already in a tax bracket of 30%? If I put this question to them, because definitely not now, but in future, a person can jump into that salary bracket. And at that time, because all bigger investment or bigger withdrawal will be at that age, not right now. Because right now, definitely we would not have that much money, but definitely in the future we will be having that. Considering that factor, how do you
Yes.
see that? And will let's increase the value. Let's increase the value. Like we're talking about 50 lakh rupees. Let's make it 1 crore, 1 CR or something which I'm looking for. I
Yes.
might on the retirement I want to buy some good house, and that's the plan which I have of withdrawal of nearby 1 CR amount. And I think in Pune like city or definitely in Delhi like city also, having 1 CR for a house is still low. The way the prices are jumping, and definitely after 10, 15 years it will be like
Yes.
2 CR. Getting a 3 BHK, 4 BHK would be amount. Considering that factor, if I am investing, suppose I invested some around 70, 80 lakh rupees to make it 2 CR, and I have a 1 CR of a 1 CR, 1.2 CR as a capital gain. Withdrawing that, would I able to manage to save tax? Because if at that moment I have to pay a tax, it's gonna be huge amount. So what do you think about that?
So you have to pay only 12.5%. So even if you
Hmm.
are withdrawing 1 crore of profit amount, so your question was about the tax
Benefit.
percentage and the gain. So I would suggest, I would tell you, if you have invested 50 lakh rupees and it has become 2 crore rupees, right?
Hmm.
And now you are withdrawing 1 crore rupees of profit, pure
Hmm.
profit.
Hmm.
Then only you have to, like, you will be taxed around 12.5 lakh rupees, which is the tax rate.
Okay.
So if you are getting 1 crore of pure profit and you just have to you have to pay the tax for 12.5 lakh rupees, is still 87.5 lakh rupees is tax free now. I
So you're
don't think it's a
saying,
very,
so let me put it in this way that, if I put in PPF, I will get 7.5%. That's the yield which I'm getting in PPF
yes,
in a cumulative way. Market can give me
yes.
12%. If I pay a tax also of 12.5%, still there is a margin left out that's going to give me a gain if the market touches 12 or 15%. Will that?
No, you are taking it very, very a simple math. Can I
Mhm.
share you my SIP calculator if you
Yeah, yeah,
allow me?
please go ahead.
Yeah. Let me show you the real calculation.
Because the main question which I have is, should I keep PPF or other type of government fund money invested there, or should I move to ELCs, ELS, equity linked savings
Is my
schemes here?
screen is visible?
Yes, yes, it's visible.
Okay. Suppose someone is investing 50,000 rupees every month,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
right? And we have a step up of 20% every month as well. Every year,
20%,
sorry.
quite big.
Okay.
Can you keep it 10% than keeping 20%?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's
10%.
keep it 10%. Yeah.
Okay. And we are getting a return of 15% every year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In 20 years, he will be getting 13 crore 91 lakh
21 lakhs.
through SIP,
Mm-hmm.
which is investing in a market linked mutual fund and a large cap, mid cap, a combination of large cap, mid cap, and small cap funds.
So
Right?
let's keep the interest rate to 12%. For
Sure.
this example, let's keep it 12%. Okay, so this is like 9 crore, nearby 10 crore rupees amount we're talking about it. Now
Yes.
let's try to see it, what happen if I keep this 50,000 rupees into PPF. PPF gonna give me 7.25%, and I gonna you know in PPF I think I would not be going into well, let's keep it at 10%. I'm going to increase it, but there is a limit of 1.5 lakh rupees. I should not be investing more than that in PPF. That's a
You
challenge for
cannot
me.
invest more than
One,
12,500 in the PPF.
yes, I cannot invest 1.5 in a year. So that's the
Yeah.
limit basically. So
Yes.
let's make the annual setup as zero and make this monthly investment for yearly. Yearly as it will be 12,500. Correctly said. Yeah, let's keep it 12,500 monthly. Yes. So this will be there. So if I invest 12,500, it's just 67 lakh rupees. So there is no way we can, definitely the amount is very low. Monthly investment amount is
Absolutely.
very low. It's very
No
low. So
sense.
yeah. That does give a clear picture. That's give a clear understanding that if you go with this or you go with the other one. That's choice which you have it, and you can see
Yeah.
it how much benefit you can gauge it from
Yes.
investing into the market. But through
Yes.
the risk factor is always there. You have to see that and you have to figure out that.
Yes.
So let me jump into the next question, which Ravi
Just
I
just
have.
uh, just
Uh-huh.
one point,
Hmm.
Arvind. So what I advise always my clients is,
Hmm.
okay, you don't have 50,000 rupees, start with at least 5,000 rupees, and do a step up of 20% at least, and you can easily get 15% return, and in 20 years you can still be having 3 crore rupees, right?
Good. I think 3
Because
crore is a good
certain
amount. Yeah.
people don't
Hmm.
have that money, certain people don't have that money, and they feel that we don't have the money to start. I said, why you cannot start? You start with at least 500 rupees,
5,000. Yes.
and then
Yes.
stack
Very
up
true.
gradually to 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000.
Mhm.
and
I think
and
with someone with someone with a salary of 2.5 lakh rupees also can go with this 5,000 rupees in monthly investment. I think this will be a game changer for someone who is a new joiner, started
yeah.
his career. I think this will
Yeah.
be a game changer because he have a good time span to keep investing in a
Yes.
market because he will
Yes.
be investing for 30 to 40 years. Let's make it
Yeah.
40 years. Let's see how much amount it will be if we
You will
make
be
it to
blown
40
away.
years.
You will be blown away with the amount.
Oh my God. You can read that figure? It's huge. It's huge. So someone who's starting with a 5,000 amount for 40 years gonna be game changer.
Yes.
So someone who starts early, definitely the early bird or early riser will definitely gonna
Yes.
be a game changer
Yes.
here. Thank you, Ravi,
Yes.
for eye-opening on that part.
Yes.
So, Ravi, next question which I have, if you allow me, and I
Yes.
want to go for the next question. The next question was more into, the mistakes which the salaried person make and how to avoid that. You throw some light on that area. I think one mistake which I can sense it very clearly, keep investing in the old traditional plans. That's the one mistake. But if you can give me what to be done in that area, like LIC, I still invest. I do not deny that. I'm pretty sure there will be other people also who would be doing that. But is that a good? PPF is another area. Should we keep investing in this old traditional investment pools, or should we move to a new one?
I would still suggest you, don't go for the fixed market instruments. They will ruin your retirement corpus. They will literally ruin your retirement corpus. आपको ये जो it's जो fixed market instrument है ना, they will not give you the inflation adjusted return, and this will take take your happiness in the later part of the years. I have the retirement calculator as well, and I will show you that if you are, suppose you are starting, you are retired with a good corpus also, right? But अगर आपका वो inflation adjusted, you are getting 6% return from these fixed market instrument, and inflation is at 10 to 11%. So are you growing your money or you're
No
degrowing your
way.
money?
No way.
First thing. Second thing, if you are not getting the inflation adjusted return, then what is the point of investing it? This is the myth that we have to invest in a money back policy, in an endowment plan, in a some government plans related to girl child, and some ppf, some this fixed month. No, this will not serve any purpose to you. this will totally this will totally ruin your corpus. And let me show you, one second, let me show you that calculator as well. Because once you saw that calculator, then you will be able to do much better planning, and I will be able to tell you in much better manner, right? So let's take an example of a male who is 50 years old and
Mhm.
having an expense of 1 lakh rupees every month, right?
Mhm.
This is my retirement calculator. Okay.
Okay.
So a person who is having a 1 lakh of monthly expense, let's move to this way first. Person who is having 1 lakh of monthly expense will be requiring a 3 crore retirement corpus. And a person who is having a 1 lakh, then 5 years later it will become 4 crore, and 10 years later it will become 5 crore 37 lakh. Is it clear till now? Yes. 1 lakh, 3 crore, and 15 years later it will become 2 lakh 39,000, it will become 7 crore 18 lakh, right? Now suppose you have that 3 crore rupees at the age of 50 and you are retired,
Mhm.
right?
Good. Mhm. You
At the
made a
age of
corpus,
75,
you worked hard, you made that corpus, you have 3 crore rupees, that's a good thing. At the
yeah,
age of retirement, if 2025, someone is retiring 3 crore rupees, a good career where the person has made it with a good amount. Yeah.
right. At the age of 75, how much amount
Mhm.
you feel that that person will have?
Mhm.
Any wild guesses?
I think if he's withdrawing, then it will be definitely going to be, reduced. But if he's investing and then parallelly, withdrawing because his expenses, her expenses are just 1 lakh rupees a month. So I think if
Mhm.
you invest the money in a good place, then you'll be able to tackle that, increase the capital and get the benefit of it also. But I can see that the whole game is all about the percentage and investing in the right place. So if you keep in into the market where you're getting a 7%, I think that would not suffice. Okay, I can see the calculation here.
At the age of 75, even after withdrawing sufficient amount of money
Mm-hmm.
from the corpus, he will be still having 54 crore rupees,
54.
right?
Mhm.
He will be still. So let me show you the exam calculation from the first year itself. In the age of 50, you will have a 3 crore
Three
retirement
crore
corpus.
corpus, yeah.
You will be able to earn 45 lakh rupees return every year. You will require only 12 lakh rupees of expense, like 1 lakh rupees per month as an expense, and then rest of the amount will be added back to the corpus, right? And this balance will become brought forward to the next year,
With
and the
15%
process
of
will continue.
interest, 50,
Yeah.
15% of market gives you a return. That's something
Yes.
which we have to keep
Yes.
in mind.
Yes.
And definitely the inflation rate is eight nearby 7.58%, which is
Yes.
going currently in the market. And I think
Yes.
it will go
And
further high than it's going to reduce. So if the inflation is going to be
and
high.
same way we will be increasing the amount required as well. 12 lakh, 13 lakh, 14 lakh, 15 lakh, 16 lakh, 17 lakh, 19 lakh, 20 lakh. We
Mhm.
are increasing the amount every year as per the
Mhm.
inflation. 22 lakh, 24 lakh, 26 lakh, right?
Mhm.
So
Yes.
our corpus is increasing day by day, year by year. 10 crore, 11 crore, 12 crore, 14 crore, 15 crore, 17 crore, 20 crore, right? Is it clear till now?
Yes.
Yes. Inflation rate is 8%, which
Mhm.
is very true. Now, the real question is, suppose if we are investing in a fixed market instrument, 3 crore is sufficient as per the 15% return, right? Suppose if we are investing in a fixed market instrument and getting the 7% return, then what will happen? Any guesses?
Yeah, it will be very less than. I think definitely it's going to be half of the, the increment which we're talking about. With 7%,
Hold
let's
your breath.
see. Mhm.
Hold your breath. 7%. Do you feel that you will be able to retire comfortably and live your life peacefully till 90 years of age, 87 years of age? Because that is the life expectancy now in today's time.
Mhm.
87 to 88 years of age has become the
Mhm.
normal life expectancy age. What do you feel?
Yeah, it's going to be very expensive at that moment. I can sense that the medical expenses and all of the, and especially, I can see negative values there, which going to be crazy. And at that age, no one going to give you a loan also.
And at that time, at that time, at 75 years of age, you cannot work, you cannot ask money from anyone. Your kids will not honor you. You cannot ask money from your relative, from your family, from the job or anything, because you have already retired at the age of 50, and now you are living your life on the corpus. And now by the age of 75, you are in deficit zone, but you still have 10 to 15 years more to live by the age of 87, 88, 90 90. Now what will happen?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. So the
जब
7%,
मैं ये
I
जब
think
कैलकुलेटर
7%,
दिखाता हूँ,
8%, there is no way we can go further with it. I can see it very clearly. So if we're investing this amount in a 7, 8%, there is no way we can handle ourselves and this is a real figure we're talking about, because 1 lakh is something which gonna be a monthly expenses
yes,
in someone is living in a city. I cannot
yes,
deny that. I have seen the
yes,
prices. I understand very well. I stay at one of the metro cities, so very well, not a metro city, non-metro, but still I can see the inflation and the prices, and you have to spend this much money.
yeah.
So very true. I think in coming days it will monetize that way with the expenses, society, maintenance, travel, and everything. You have to spend those money.
Yeah. And whenever I show this calculation to any person,
Mhm.
he that person gets totally blown away, because
Very true.
they have not calculated this aspect, and they have not calculated on a projected on a excel to that after 25 years or 30 years of age, what will happen to their corpus, क्या होगा, what will happen to your that fund, that corpus at the age of 75, 80. And they just, they don't have words, and they sometimes they cry and they have tears in their eyes, that whatever the mistakes they have done all along till now by just following the herd mentality.
Very true. I understand that. I think this figures are definitely, eye opener, especially for someone who have not invested, money and thinking about it. And for me also definitely is an eye opener, because I have a mixed fund right now, and definitely with this I can think about it how this is gonna be going if I'm not investing somewhere which is gonna give me a good, good percentage of investment. But let's bring one more question before I jump and ask further more about if market goes bad, what will happen. someone who is, with the, the market, with the job, which the salary person is altogether, the mid-career person is there. There could be, uncertainty in the future, and there could be a job loss. In that type of scenario, how, as a advisor, a financial person, what can be done by a person, to make sure that the person is more secure? Because this is something which can, life can go up and down, and there could be many reasons behind it. But how could we tackle this? What could be best approach toward, being a part of private job where you can have a job loss? How financial freedom we can get it there? We understand the retirement part, but something comes early age, what would be done on that?
That's where emergency corpus comes into play.
Mhm.
I always suggest that you should have a 6 months to 10 months retirement emergency corpus
Mhm.
parked into a safe FD where you can take out the money whenever you are in need,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
And start saving from the first salary itself. When I
Mhm.
had started my career in January 2005, at a salary of 5,000 rupees, I had straight away like I had rolled out a 500 rupees SIP form and started investing, and then I gradually
Mhm.
increased. But
Okay.
the mistake I did was whenever it used to accumulate a certain amount, or like 50,000, 60,000, 1 lakh, 1.2 lakh, 1.5 lakh, I used to withdraw the amount, thinking,
Mhm.
अरे यार इतना क्या करना पैसे का, I have to take
Mhm.
out, I have to spend it, I have to splurge, I have to do this. Had I not taken out the money from that time and had continued to invest till now,
Mhm.
I would have been sitting on a huge corpus till now in 20 years. So, my only and only advice is stick to equities. Equities is the best mode where you are getting the inflation adjusted return. That is the one point, number 1 point.
Mhm.
Second point, in last 40 years, Sensex started with a base value of 100 rupees in 1980. Since then, 45 years, it has given consistent return of 17 to 18% every year despite all the up and all the down. And एक quote मैं जरूर बोलना चाहूंगा, and you will be able to relate to it. इंसान हो या स्टॉक मार्केट, जाना सबको ऊपर ही है.
Oh, very nice one, very nice one. But one
because
question.
because the reason I have Indian economy, stock market is dependent on Indian economy and Indian GDP,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And India's GDP is at $4 trillion, 3.9, $3.8 trillion, right? Do
Mhm.
you know what is the market capitalization of Apple?
Apple, not sure about it, but definitely it's going to be more than, mixing big companies together. I'm pretty sure it will be more than that, because that's somewhere I was, reading about it.
Market capitalization of Apple is around $4 trillion,
4 trillion. And
equivalent to India.
oh, very big.
Micro, Microsoft is having 3.7, 3.8 around. Google is having 3.6 around. Nvidia is having 3.8 around. So all these big companies are in the range of $4 trillion, right?
4 trillion, okay.
So these companies denote the market capitalization compared to a country. And in next 10, 10, 15, 20 years, in next let's take the next 2 years. India is currently sitting at fifth place in terms of GDP size.
GDP size, yeah.
In next 2 years, India will overtake Germany and Japan and become the world's third number level of economy. Right? Clear?
Yes.
And then in next 10 years, India will overtake China in terms of GDP.
Mhm.
And in next 20 to 25 years, India will overtake US as well and become a 45 to $50 trillion economy. So India will become a $50 trillion economy from a $4 trillion economy, that's how much? $46 trillion to gain. So do you feel कि stock market नहीं बढ़ेगा?
No, see, everyone is very positive about it. If you ask me, definitely, and which is good. That's the reason people have a hope. Let me put this question in a one twist, and I think that will able to give the answer, because some people they are still not that much ready to take a risk. I will give a quote here also. And the quote is like this: when the ICICI Bank came up in the first time and they brought ATM card, this something you're talking about. I think when I was in 10th or 12th, at that moment, ATM card came with the pin. There was no signature, nothing. Just you have to key the 4-digit pin and you can withdraw your cash back. And I remember people who were very nearby to me, even my father, they were not ready for this. So this is a risk appetite for someone, this is really secure. Through a lot of people jumped over it. They had, even my dad started using it and then they realized that it's very much secure. But it takes time. Similarly, someone who is not that much, ready to take a risk, get scared about it. Suppose in one day I have a corpus of 10 lakh rupees, and suddenly because the market fell down and corpus from 10 is went to 8 lakh rupees, my heartbeats get slow. And that's something, that type of people, how, what should be your suggestion over it? Should they increase their, the emergency fund from 6 months to 12 months, just to, make sure they are more comfortable? That would be an approach. Or what you suggest, someone who's this appetite, financially the person is good, but there is appetite, the person thought process altogether, and mindset is like this, that, if market fall crash for 2 lakh rupees, I would like to withdraw everything. So these type of person, or someone who have this type of mentality or thought process, what could be done on that, and how can the person be more secure in that? Help me on answering this question.
Market have different instrument for different risk profile appetite, right?
Hmm.
We can invest in debt fund where you
Hmm.
will be getting a 9 to 10% return. We can
Hmm.
invest in hybrid fund where you will be getting 12% return, and we can invest in large cap, mid cap, small cap fund as well, where the return percentage will be huge. But I will ask you one question: will investing in a 8%, 9% fund, and inflation is at 8%, I just show you the example,
Yes.
will that help
Give it
you
on. No,
to create
because
that
it will
sustainable
be again,
retirement
yeah, it will
corpus?
be again on the same inflation.
Yes, that is the main point. You have to build your corpus sustainably, in a very small, consistent manner, and give the time to compound. If you see, always Warren Buffett loves a quote that I invest in those companies only which, if the stock market is shut down for next 10 years, I'm ready to hold those shares. So we should invest. So I will give you example. Is SBI gonna run away? Is L&T
No.
gonna run away? Is Reliance gonna run away? Is ONGC gonna run away? Is Hindustan Lever gonna run away? Is ITC, Nestle, and there are so many companies, ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank. Are these companies gonna run away if market gets shut down for 5 years, 10 years?
No, they're gonna be there.
They're gonna be there. That's
That's
what we.
my assumption, because definitely, because my salary account is there with HDFC and ICICI both. I would not want to, do anything harm or anything happening wrong with those bank, definitely. Yeah, definitely these have, have a core
We have to
existence.
remove the fear.
Yes.
We have
Hmm.
to remove the fear.
Okay.
We have to see, this fear was imbibed on us by our older generations.
Hmm.
India was always a equity market. India's equity market always
Hmm.
ballooned like anything. But because of the advent of FIIs and the sudden drop and sudden thing, see, FIIs are continuously exiting the market. Has the market fall so much drastically down? Nahi na, nahi hua. Because
Hmm.
SIP inflows are continuously increasing. And let me tell you one fact: India's population is 140 crore, right? And the working population is around 90 crore or 80 crore. How much demat account do you think? How much amount of people are investing in the stock market or the mutual funds right now?
I
Tell me.
think it will be less. It will be 2-3%. How much it is? I'm not sure about it. I think it will be less.
So the working population of 80 crore, on a working population of 80 crore, we have around 10 to 11 crore of demat account.
80 over the population. So yeah, the 10% still. Yeah.
But the active folios and the active accounts is only again 3 to 4 crore only. So
Oh,
5%.
okay. Mm. Yeah, because even I
We
have a
have a
Demat account.
fallacy.
Yeah.
We have a fallacy that if we are investing in real estate, if we are investing in gold, our money is safe. No, sorry. I can give you another example where if we are investing in real estate, then our money is not growing at all as per the inflation, as per the other market instruments available. So remove this misconception, is this fear, this that okay, if it goes down, then my heart sinks.
Mhm.
I just give you the example again. Right,
But
India is
still,
sitting at a
still,
four
Ravi,
trillion
to
dollar GDP.
so to to handle this uncertainty of job loss or economic downturn, you suggest having 6 months of salary, saved for a person will be sufficient with,
Yes,
still making investment in the share market. That's the strategy which you want to go.
yes, yes.
Okay.
Invest in the emergency corpus first. Create that
Mm-hmm.
emergency corpus for 9 to 10 months. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you are having an expense of 50,000. So
Mm-hmm.
see, here is the catch. If you have the 1 lakh of salary, your total expense will not be 1 lakh. Your
Mm-hmm.
total expense will be 50, 60, 70,000 only.
Mm-hmm.
So
Very true.
in 10 months, you can easily create a 77 lakh emergency corpus,
Mm-hmm.
which will save you for next 10 months. And side by side, focus on some passion, focus on some hobbies, create a side hustle, start creating some passive business income, focus on creating multiple passive sources of income in forms of SIP, in forms of dividend from the stock market, in form of hobby, in form of passion which you can monetize. There are so many passions buried inside the heart of the salaried professional.
Mhm.
Can't you take out 1 hour, 2 hour on every weekend for building your passion, your hobby?
Definitely. So I will repeat it. So this last question which I have, because I think we are already done with our time. So this question which I have is two part. First, what makes you so much energetic? I can see lots of energy coming out from you. What is that? What is your energy spirit? And you do you have some magic there? And second is how you see 2025. What magic you want to create in 2025?
Sorry, second question. What is the second question?
What magic you want to create in 2025?
Magic is in our hand only. Magic is in our heart and our brain only. If we
Mhm.
remove our limiting belief, our self-sabotaging belief, if we remove all the inhibitions, we was born very wild. We had suppressed our emotion because of the societal norms and the societal upbringing and the conditioning, and we have buried all our passions and all our hobbies inside, right? Just remove all those limiting beliefs. Just be you. Just be the person you always wanted to be. Just follow that hobby, follow that passion, follow that thing which all you always wanted to be. Don't be full of regrets that काश मैंने उस टाइम पे ये करा होता तो मैं आज वहां पे होता. वो मत करिए. This will not serve anyone's purpose. ये किसी का नहीं पर्पस सर्व करेगा. एंड यू विल बी इन योर 80s एंड यू विल बी फीलिंग, ओ माय गॉड, मैं उस टाइम पे 40 में था, 50s में था, मैं उस टाइम पे ये मेरे पास अपॉर्चुनिटी आई थी ट्रैवल की, घूमने की, यहाँ की वहाँ की, एंड आई वाज नॉट एबल टू कैपिटलाइज ऑन इट. नो, सॉरी, माय हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट टू यू, opportunities will come and go in a whisker. Just grab those opportunities. Don't miss the opportunities. Whether it is your personal happiness, professional goals, financial thing, or emotional. India is sitting at a very right time, right opportunity for the investment. Don't lose it. Don't lose in the garb of the security of the thing or that के नहीं अभी बाद में invest करने के नहीं. India is $4 trillion economy and ready to take off to become a $40 trillion economy. Don't miss the bus. This is the answer for the second question. First question, energy is the mindset. I do the meditation, and in meditation I just chant release. I release all my negative emotions, all my inhibitions, all my thing that which is self-limiting beliefs, self-sabotaging beliefs, beliefs which is holding me back that I cannot do. This is all the things which is between our 2 years only, right? We have to just kill those fears, kill those things which is stopping us. Just go all out, go with all force, all energy, be on a create a mission. If you have the mission inside you na, if you have the hunger, if you have the why inside you, you will always be energetic. So I am on a mission to transform the personal finances of the salaried individuals who are living their life on autopilot, so that they
Definitely.
can create a dream 5 crore retirement corpus and can generate 1 crore as per the 20% rule. They can create 1 crore passive income easily.
I mean, that's very good. That's a good, very good, the thought process which you have, and that's a very good goal which you have, fixed for yourself and for others. I think if you're able to serve community, you will be able to get anything which you want. So I can sense it, see it, and feel it, the energy which you have and the magic which you want to create in 2025. Definitely 2025 is gonna be electrifying, and I can sense it in each and every language you're talking today. So with this, I think we can wind up this call. If you
Yes.
have anything else you would like to add.
Just last passing thoughts
Mhm.
to all the people who are watching this, that don't wait, just grab the opportunity to invest. Start with the 500. So I will give you an example. आपने ड्राइविंग सीखी थी, आपने स्विमिंग सीखी थी. What did you learn the driving by ride, like sitting on the last seat, the back seat, or you have taken the front seat only after that you learn the driving? So same way, same goes for investment also. 500 रुपए के एसआईपी में आपका कुछ नहीं जाएगा. 500 रुपीज एसआईपी, यू विल बी एबल टू टेस्ट द waters. Start that 500 rupee SIP, 1000 SIP, and then gradually stack up, build up to 5,000, 10,000, 50,000 as per your 30% allocation minimum. You can increase it to 40%, 50%, but at least 30% of your total income should be invested in a good large cap, mid cap, small cap combination mutual funds.
if you need some financial advice, you can reach out to Ravi Garg. He is on a path to abundance on a financial freedom. So that was the conclusion which I want to make it. And definitely you can reach out to him. And with this, I think we can wind up. Thank you everyone who's watching this. It was a great interaction with you. Lots of learning, lots of understanding, and definitely we have to go with the market. And whatever the market trend is going, we have to be part of it, else we will left out. Thank
Yes.
you for your time. It was a
Thank
nice
you.
interaction with you. Bye
Thank
bye.
you, Arvind. Thank you for taking out time and discussing the pain of a salaried individual who want to start his retirement planning journey. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.